Okay, good afternoon. My name is Jung Kim. I'm working for Kwon University, PhD student in South Korea. I will talk about evaluation of vision training using 3D plate game. Okay. There are 6 main things in my presentation. Procedure is stereoscopic 3D, vision training, partiality test, experiment methods, research and discussion, and conclusion. Stereoscopic 3D contents are viewed in brain as fused images of 2 different images. It is quite a different visual mechanism from normal visual response in daily natural vision. Therefore, a human factor analysis has been so far carried out on 3D images in various sectors and methods. This study aimed to examine the possibility of 3D imaging as vision training using accommodative partiality and vergence partiality by 3D shooting game, which is more dynamically stimulating than ordinary 3D imaging. After vision evaluation, when a patient is diagnosed with a disorder, vision training precedes optical treatment using spectacle, prism spectacle, and contact lens. Vision training is divided into pleoptics for amblyopia, and orthotics for heterophoria. After presentation, I will show you some video about vision training and therapy. In optometry, good vision and comfortable vision and strictly distinguished. If amblyopia patient has deviation, okay. It can be a treatment to low vision with change of lens and correct deviation, even though patient has full vision correction by optical methods. As a result, such techniques are widely used in vision training clinics around the world, and their high effectiveness has been noticed in many research. In particular, children have a problem with VT treatment for binocular disorder, mainly due to the lack of motivation, inducement, and concentration. Therefore, it is difficult for them to achieve target level of treatment. It implies that there is an expectation of potential possibility to raise the outcome of the treatment if VT is equipped with a device that can attract children's attention and interest in the program. Normal visual function, an important part in learning efficiency. Partiality test is divided into accommodative partiality test and vergence partiality test. Accommodative partiality test that examines function of a crystal lens, and vergence partiality test that examines vergence efficiency of eye. Accommodative partiality test measures the accommodative accuracy and speed and monocular or binocular free view distance respectively. Particularly because the test can obtain information about the disturbance in accommodation of patients, it is often used in clinical setting. Besides the number of cycles per minute, response date, and speed of vision clarity that appear on each lens are also important factors. Vergence partiality test measures the flexibility of a patient's eye. It tests the vergence ability of an eye to fuse when different of eye position change fast. Vergence partiality test is to measure the flexibility of vergence by basal prism that induce convergence of eye and basin prism that induce divergence. This is information of research object. They were university students, total 30%. Average age is 24.53. They were without particular ocular disease or systemic disease. Corrected visual acuity of more than 0.8. Before playing game, their visual acuity were corrected with basic manifest reflection used a photo. The first, they were measured for partiality after playing 2D action game and took less than 30 minutes. In second section, they were measured for partiality after playing 3D action game. They played the shooting action game Killzone 3, which is one of 3 games. Playtime is 30 minutes, 2D and 3D respectively. Play distance is 1 meter. This is accommodative partiality change after playing 2D and 3D games. This table is comparison 3 groups, before 2D, before 3D, 2D and 3D. There were statistical significance. Next is vergence partiality change after playing 2D and 3D game. This table also comparison 3 groups, before 2D, before 3D, 2D and 3D. There were also statistical significance. It can be explained that while playing game, eyes are stimulated with the stereoscopic image and brightness change so that pupils remain under persistent stimulation. Because of this, the depth of focus changes reversible and research in VT. It is assumed that 3D game has a greater impact because it even adds functional accommodation. Vergence partiality also shows similar tendency as accommodative partiality. That is, vergence eye movement keeps happening at a fixed distance of playing game in the process of fusing visual images, which has more direct impact of the data of vergence partiality. The present studies about video game is beneficial for visual function, for example, contrast sensitivity, visual field, and spatial visual attention. It is all relative of attribute to the potentiality of brain plasticity. Action video game overall part stimulate overall part of brain, requiring multitasking and speed. Video game encourage players to repeat visual and auditory stimulation. It can be helpful even for the treatment of dyslexia. Daphne Babelia announced that action video game can change the way for brain to process visual information and for a human's visual system to the fullest, while the brain adjusts itself to such stimulation and changes. The most important element of successful VT in clinical settings are visual related to clinic and loyalty to the training. Motivation and interest have impact in training. Data of partiality is important in that indicate the quality of daily visual life. In general, partiality test is utilized in clinic settings as guideline for the treatment of functional disorder of ocular accommodation and vergence. In most of studies regarding 3D content, the beneficial aspect of 3D images have not been much approached in research. I hope that studies on the positive functions of 3D images will continue on the improvement of visual function as medical contents. I would like to 5 exercise on relative to vision training and therapy. The first exercise is a practice for amblyopia. The number from 1 to 12 will show on clockwise, find missing number from bottom of the screen. The correct answer is 6.
잘했어.
One more time. The correct answer is 8.
틀렸어요.
Normal ocular visual stimulus is about 60 to 70%. Amblyopia visual stimulus is about 30 to 40%.
잘했어.
It even suitable for training to normal vision about more than 0.8. Amblyopia vision is about 0.2 or 3. Second exercise is training for pursuit, saccadic, Kwon phenomenon, and contrast sensitivity improvement. Follow the arrow and find which letter did the arrow reach. So, which letter is the answer? It's Korean text is 기억. Okay, let's try one more time. How quickly did you find?
잘했어.
This is a training program for young child, improve of monocular eye movement and interactive to retina or cerebral cortex. Especially, young children are very sensitive to hearing the sounds. Therefore, using sounds experiment is important cue for maximize visual stimulus.
잘했어.
Okay. The third exercise is vergence training using pursuit. It is a functional training of horizontal and cyclotropia. You can wear red-green filter or green filter for right eye and red filter for left eye. Follow the line start with the number 1. Try to say number as you follow the line. In addition, you can do this exercise while you are walking into place, moving around, and set happen. This is darkroom test. Okay. The fourth exercise is also eye movement using pursuit version 2. Remember the order in which the numbers are going in the hole as by tracking the number from hammer. It's low level. It's 2, 4, 7. Step up and get the number is increased, the faster the speed. Zero, 6, 8, 3. Okay. The last exercise is a practice for amblyopia using binocular library. After polarizing spectacles wear to amblyopia has to wear the same axis polarizing spectacles lens gradually rotate the polarizing axis of the lens worm in normal ocular. The change may occur in the clarity as shown in the video. Visual stimulus to increase the amount of amblyopia than normal ocular using polarizing film, and set the target with the degree of amblyopia. This can be a binocular library when the amblyopia is increased by more than a certain level, can stimulate stereoptics along with the highest level of visual acuity. Generally, prefer the anaglyph than polarizing. Characteristics of polarizing because even a some head movement, practitioners want visual stimulus may better. Okay, thank you for listening to my presentation.